thank you God I'm an actor, that I get to experience these things. Keep my fingers crossed that every time I come up with something, I want the audience to get surprised. So when I posted the trailer, I think people were like, just commenting, what? Oh my God. So I was very happy because I was like, okay, chalo, they have that surprise element, because this is a completely different, look. In terms of physically training, I was following a strict diet. I was also working out like twice a day, because you have to wear those uniforms. You have to look that part, and you have to justify the part that you've got.
Hi everyone, welcome to midday.com, and joining us today we have the beautiful Anjali Barot. Hi.
Hi Natasha, thank you for such lovely words.
And of course, we're very excited to see you in Shoorveer. Please tell us about how did the show come to you firstly, and what was your reaction to the character?
Amarbeer is the casting director of this show. I remember he reached out to me and he told me that, Anjali, there's this show on the forces, and there's this character called Manju, and I only see you playing it. So
Okay.
I do not have any options in my mind. I do not have anyone else in my mind. I only see you in it. So if you don't mind, if you could just come by, drop by to the office and give an audition or like a screen test for this part. I said I would love to, because I had read the synopsis and the character brief, and it seemed pretty exciting. I went to the office and I tested for the part. And the next thing I know, he told me that, see, you've got it. so, so it was that. But you have to give credit to Amar because he saw this before I did. He was very clear that he just wanted me for this part. So,
and of course, we know you play an Air Force officer, which is, obviously you need a lot of training and prep for the part to carry it off convincingly. So, what did you have to go through?
In terms of physically training, I was following a strict diet. I was also working out like twice a day. And I used to take like one chutti in a week and just sleep off the whole day. But because that is something that, that's the least you can do for the character that you are playing, because you have to wear those uniforms. You have to look that part, and you have to justify the part that, you've got. For over 8 months, I was following this routine till the time we finished the sked, and the last day I've eaten like a crazy person. So, so yeah, that was something that I did physically. Otherwise, the homework that you do as an actor, that is completely different. But this is the first project that required me to train physically.
And what was the onset experience like? I'm sure it's pretty different from anything else that you have experienced also.
It was outstanding. I mean, every time I would see a helicopter, I'd be like, so it was, I was behaving like a kid who's got a new toy. So that was like a completely different experience, because you are sitting inside that helicopter and someone is telling you, these are the functions and this is how you start and this is how you wear the pilot seat belt. It was so exciting, and I was, being so thankful to God that, thank you God I'm an actor, that I get to experience these things. Because this feeling you can't express, it's so beautiful. Otherwise I would have never got the chance to feel the way I did.
And I'm sure it's a surprise for people who have seen your previous series, a completely different avatar. So, what message do you have for them, people who have been following your work?
That's been my goal, because I always feel, and I keep my fingers crossed, that every time I come up with something, I want the audience to get surprised. And they should think, "Arey, ye bhi kar sakti hai." So I want that surprise element, and I'm glad this came my way, because I knew they would be super thrilled to see me from playing that aging 40, 50-year-old lady to be, fierce, ambitious, driven officer. So I was very excited, because I knew somewhere within that, the audience would also be looking forward to seeing me in this part.
I'm sure people still talk to you about Scam 1992, when they meet you. So, what are the kind of reactions you are still getting from your audience?
So when I posted the trailer, I think people were like, just commenting, what? Oh my God. So I was very happy, because I was like, okay, chalo, they have that surprise element, because this is a completely different, look. And that was so desi and so sweet and Indian. And this is like badass. So I was so excited that I knew that this would excite my audience also.
Okay, and are there still some, on your wish list, any dream roles that you have after this one?
There are so many, never ending. But yeah, like, strong female driven, good content and good scripts is something that I always look forward to. So yeah, stronger roles, fierce roles, something like this is very exciting.
And what's the biggest change that's happened after you became an actor?
Working out is the biggest change because that
Ah,
is like the constant, consciously you are trying to work out and all that. I think if I wasn't an actor, I would not work out. I'd be just sitting eating all the donuts and fries and all of that, and I would be living my life that way. But I think that is one biggest change as an actor, that you're conscious of what you eat. And even though I'm like a such a big foodie, I eat
hmm.
and then I think abhi isko burn karungi. So I so I then work it out. So yeah.
And we also have to ask you about your inspirations. Which are the actors who have been your inspirations and still continue to be?
Natasha, so I always look up to actors who are self-made because I
Hmm.
relate with them. Because even I don't come from any filmy background, or I absolutely had no connection at all.
Yeah.
So actors like Ayushmann Khurrana, Taapsee Pannu, Siddhant Chaturvedi, these are the actors that I look up to, and I feel that wow, like they've made it. So they also reinforce the faith in you as an artist, that you can follow your dreams and exist in this industry, even
True.
though you don't have any contacts.
Absolutely. And of course, it was lovely having you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Nice talking
Bye.
to you. Bye.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.